So, I hate turnstile jumpers. Why do I hate them? So, I currently don't live in a big city right now, and I'm very fortunate to have that because, I don't really like the city. But, I'll go do it, and I think it's just a bunch of gray, boring stuff. But, hey, shout out to all you beauty community members who are declaring war on each other. And same with the music community. A lot of communities are declaring war with each other. But whatever. There's your news. Here. Let's get on to the actual video subject. Why I hate turnstile jumpers. And I'll go compile reasons right after this shortcut. So, first reason why turnstile jumpers should just be bad and banned. Cancel turnstile jumpers is because they're committing a theft. And you're like, well, they're not really committing theft. Well, technically they are. There's something called theft of services, and transport is a service. The transport system in New York and LA, at least I know New York because I went there, because I never want to go to LA ever, unless I have to, do something and roll up to the Hollywood. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't have enough money for that. Neither do my parents. Just kidding. Okay, so, shoot. So, yeah, it's a criminal offense. So in New York, the transit system is owned by a company called MTA. Now there's so how about I just go explain theft of services. So theft of services is like you would try to get free stuff from a vending machine by trying to tip it over. That's theft of services. It's also theft of property. But yeah. So you're not actually stealing the transit, but you're stealing the electricity that it takes to run it and the driver's wages. Or wait, not really, but you see, you're committing theft of something, but you're not taking it. You're just using up company resources. So it's legal in New York, except I'm just gonna go be using New York for most of the video. Except, the DA doesn't want to prosecute any of these people because they say it's criminalizing poverty, and it's going to put a criminal record on. They're going to have to criminal record after this. Here's a little thing. If you don't want a criminal record, don't commit a crime. And don't say, oh, well, it was their last hope. Yeah, hey guys, have you heard of something called welfare? I don't really like it, but I feel like if you have a job and, then you can use welfare. So, there's this thing called snaps, which literally will pay for your food. So you have no excuse of that. But they're like, oh, well, they need electricity. No, they don't. People don't need electricity. I mean, I make videos using electricity, but do I really need to make videos? No. People don't need electricity, but you're like, oh, it's a basic human right or something. Yeah, have you heard of candle fire? That's a fire. Shut up. So, great, just give them some lights. That's it. No outlets, no anything. Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, and then there's that thing called poverty. Your claim to poverty, where they'll literally give you money for being in poverty. Oh, also, have you heard of that joblessness thing, where they'll give you money if you don't have a job? But, I found a video of people jumping the turnstile, and I could definitely tell they were in poverty. Their headphones, they had wires on them. I know. Like they were so in poverty that they couldn't afford headphones with that were connected to Bluetooth, and they had expensive clothing on, but they didn't also have a jacket on, so they're totally in poverty. So yeah, I just feel so bad for these people, and I can't. I don't understand why that rule even exists, because it's not theft. It's just criminalizing poverty. And you can tell they're in poverty because, they have high quality, like wallets and purses, and they have headphones with wires. I don't. Okay, whatever. Next reason. It increases prices for everybody else. So, let's say you jump a turnstile once and you're unpunished, right? Well, you're like, okay, I didn't get punished for that. So you try it again. You don't get punished. But let's say the turnstile costs $2.50. Well, now you've just spent the company $5. Now, what if someone else sees you doing that and's like, well, they aren't getting caught, so I'm gonna try that, and then they do it. Now the company has $7.50, and they do it again. Well, now we have 12. No, $11. And then someone sees that person doing it, so they start doing it, and pretty soon you have you have $100,000 every day because of people jumping turnstiles. So yeah, there's another reason why I don't like turnstile jumpers. So the next thing is this: petty crime, right? Let's just take throwing rocks through a glass window, right? So if you throw a rock through a glass window, well, you'll do that a couple times, but eventually you'll get bored, right? If you do something so enjoyable so much, it becomes boring. So what will you do next? Will you rob the place? Well, okay, well, you've robbed the place entirely. So are you going to go find another place? Well, yeah, but then you become just a really boring theft, right? You do something so much, it will become boring no matter what. Even if it's the most enjoyable thing for one person, it can be the most boring thing in the world for another person if they've done it too much. Understand? So what will you do? Well, you'll find like a factory or an abandoned factory, and you'll steal machinery. Maybe you'll go steal some supplies and sell them instead of just assuming that whatever. That doesn't matter. So what will you do next? Will you go steal from a person? Well, you could do that, but that could get boring very quickly. Hi, I have a knife. Could I just take all your stuff? See, that just gets formulaic and boring. So what will you try next? Armed robbery? Well, you have to steal a gun. And to get that, so you'll steal from a gun shop, and preferably you'll probably get multiple guns, and then sell them on the black market, right? So, then you're going to attempt armed robbery, and, well, what if someone resists? Are you going to shoot them? Oh, okay, well, you could either A, shoot them, or B, not shoot them and potentially get arrested. So what are you going to do? Well, you're probably going to shoot them, because, I personally don't have the greatest opinion about criminals, because I don't really think they're that great of people. So, let's put this another way. So let's take this example. So you're gonna jump a turnstile, right? And you're going to jump it so many times it's going to become the new normal for you, like not paying and things like that. What are you going to do next? I mean, you have that excitement of uh of jumping the turnstile, thinking, oh, is something bad going to happen to me? Is something bad going to happen? And when something bad doesn't happen to you, what will you do next? Are you gonna go try to rob a abandoned place? And it just increases your criminality, which is why I don't really like turnstile jumpers. Sorry, bye. This video's over.